Well, that was a big sigh, Jennifer. What can we expect in 2024? Well, lots of good.
Lots of good.
And a sigh, a big sigh from you.
I guess we were just like, oh, we made it here to this segment. All right, let's check back in with psychic medium and intuitive life coach, Donna Precious. Good morning again.
Donna. Good to see you. Yeah.
You too.
A cup of tea.
I know. I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Have you noticed we call each other love?
I do.
Yeah.
They have a thing.
It's a thing. I was listening in on the last interview. You mentioned moving forward, people get a bit anxious. Yeah. Is that everybody? Because I'm looking at the future now, thinking I'm excited.
That's good.
But is that a personal thing? Everyone's different?
I think it really is. It does come down to perception. It comes down to kind of what we've discussed earlier about, are you still stuck in things that have happened, or are you starting to recognize I am the creator of my reality? I get to choose how the next step goes. So based upon how you're feeling is what creates the next moment, right?
Okay.
And your reality can change. But if you're feeling optimistic, yes, stick with that.
Stick with it, buddy.
Stick with it.
Stick with it.
For me, the last year just went zoom, gone.
It's
did. Gone.
And that's something else I want to quickly mention. Time is speeding up, and as you get older, kind of,
More seasoned.
More seasoned, thank you.
That's what I like to call it.
Time does speed up, right? We feel that. But at the moment, like last year, well, not last year, the year before actually feels like yesterday still. The time is speeding up so dramatically that you have to really watch your thoughts and watch how you're doing things, because things are materializing instantly now. So whether it's by default or by with great intention, so we have to really be mindful about how our thoughts are, where we're at.
Fascinating.
Mindful. Okay,
Yeah.
I want to dive into 2024 predictions. I'm big into this, and
Yes.
it's an election year. I know you don't like to talk politics. I do. I just want to know what you're seeing as far as this election year.
Okay, I'm trying to be careful with my words. It does feel chaotic. I saw some kind of delay, and there's possibly a recount that I saw as well, which that's not a surprise.
We're getting used to, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and I do feel people are going to be coming away from the two-party system, which is a good thing, because the two-party system, as a lot of people say, both wings of the same bird at the end of the day, right? And people are wanting something different, and more people are waking up to, we want change, but change does not come from who you vote into power. Change comes from within. So what I'm seeing come forward, not just yet, I don't think it's ready for 2024, but like a people's president is what I want to call it.
Okay.
You know? Okay. And so it's going to take some time, but this year is going to reveal what we don't want, like more of what we don't want, because we're already seeing that, and it's going to just get bigger. So there's a little bit of chaos to come with that, and a lot of people out on the streets are going to be not very happy.
Vocal. Okay.
Yes.
I want to touch on natural disasters. Unfortunately, it's something that the world deals with every year.
Yep.
What do you see in that area?
As I was doing the reading actually with you earlier, they showed me a volcano, so there is going to be some volcanic activity, and I don't know if it's going to lead to a big eruption, but I did see some activity there, and then I saw 2 earthquakes. One, or if not both, are going to be going into the southeast of the region of the world. So I'm either going to Southern America or things that around that area, wherever that is. It could be going into Asia as well.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Wow.
It wouldn't be a surprise though.
Okay, this is a personal question, and I think you're going to like it too. I think our viewers will too. What do you see as far as the housing market?
So I did see a bigger collapse. I do see a drop in prices, a bigger drop in prices. I don't know where it is now. However, people are not going to want to buy into the big purchases. People are going to want to go off land, off grid. You're going to see more land purchases, more small home purchases. So the people that have the money will probably go in and quickly grab the homes that are up for sale. But I would say middle class to lower are going to change that perception of what they want. They don't want the big houses anymore. So if you're a real estate agent, your money's in smaller homes.
Okay,
Yeah,
good to know. All right, last one. Can I do one more?
Absolutely.
Celebrity divorces. It was on my list. I need to know celebrity divorces.
So yeah, I think there's going to be a surprise. I didn't go into the details because I only had a few minutes to tap into that. I feel like we're going to see about 3 or 4 divorces that you wouldn't expect. You know, when everything looks on camera, everything looks perfect, and it's not really.
Yes, it's not.
It's like that. I mean, celebrity divorces is not a shocker. Really?
No, they do it all the time.
They do it all the time, but there's going to be some surprising ones. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Sat here for
My
like 10
bad.
minutes.
You've been so patient.
Dana, are you still doing your online readings for people via social media as well? People can just reach out, can't they? Because they're fascinating.
Right,
They really
and so
are.
right now, if people want to book, it's March, April time.
Okay.
So you have to book ahead. Yeah, so virtual, in person, it really doesn't matter. I really want people to understand that it doesn't matter if you come to see me in person. It's not going to make a difference to your reading. You can come see me virtually. It doesn't make a difference. Spirit's still going to show up.
Right.
I do this because that's where they hang out.
Yes, love it.
Let's touch base later this year.
Okay.
Keep them.
I got the piece of paper.
I'm going to get back
We'll
into it.
revisit it in 6 months.
Dana, thank you so much.
Yes.
As always,
welcome.
Happy
Thank
New Year.
you.
Happy New Year, love. Thank you.
Yes, we just love your gift and that you share it with us.